This video was initially made alongside the release of Nexus 2.14 and was made available upon request only. As the popularity of CGM2 has increased, we wanted to share it with the wider community. The workflow presented in this video also applies to Nexus 2.15 and Nexus 2.16.
Welcome to your Nexus 2.14 How Do I video. In this video, I will demonstrate how to use a conventional gate Model 2 in Nexus 2.14. I will show you how to process your static trial, highlight the new CGM2 operations added to Nexus 2.14, which we can then apply to process our dynamic trial. The CGM2 model has been updated to v4.2 and now uses Python 3. Within Nexus 2.14, a new operations drop-down menu has been added in the Pipeline tab within the Tools pane, making it easier to locate the CGM2 operations. Let's start with processing the static trial. For this, I will open my static trial. In the Resources pane, I select from the Subjects tab the appropriate VST. Remember here that CGM2 VSTs come with Nexus, and you therefore won't have to create them yourself. After I calibrated my subject, I can run the calibration operation as we know it. Simply double-click on the operation to add it to your pipeline. Make sure you select the appropriate model version in the Advanced Properties and select any other required parameters. You can now run the pipeline. I can also save this as a new pipeline, which will be added to the pipeline drop-down menu. Nexus 2.14 includes two new pipeline operations for the CGM2 model: the Karman gap filling pipeline and the event detection Zenny pipeline. For additional details on the new operations, please refer to the links found within the description below. I reconstructed and labeled my dynamic trial, and I cropped to the region of interest. Now, before I run the fitting operation, I ought to ensure that we have no gaps in our labeling. In my Quality tab, I can see I have 17 gaps. If I don't fill them, the operation will fail. I can make use of the Karman gap filling pipeline operation that will fill those gaps for me. Simply double-click on the operation to add it to your pipeline. Once added, you can right-click on the pipeline operation and select Run Selected Op. In the Quality tab, I can now see that there are no gaps left. This means I can now run the fitting pipeline. Make sure you select the appropriate model version. With all my calibrations and fitting complete, I can now move on to adding events to the gate cycle. For this, let's utilize the event detection Zenny pipeline operation. You can see that I now have events added to my trial. In the Resources pane, you can also find your model outputs. I can create a new pipeline from this, which in the future can then run automatically through the separate steps. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching.